kind of to sum up a lot of the key points you brought up, so it's deciding who you're going to be each and every single day, so that you're always on path. It's setting goals that are aligned with who you are, what your values are, and you know what your priorities are in life, to make it as easy as possible. And it's surrounding yourself with a network of people that, you know, support you and are aligned with, you know, what you value most.
Absolutely.
Is that right?
Very important, yes. Very important.
So, and I guess another key thing that I see a lot of successful people do is, I mean, they're committed to lifelong learning. They don't see that learning ends in year 12 or university or their whatever course they're doing. So, could you direct people to like either people or books that you've read or listened to that have really helped you in your journey?
Sure. There's a wonderful term that I'd love to share with all the viewers, is that the only difference between you and I and all the viewers today and in 5 years is going to be the books we read, the words we use, and the people we meet. So a commitment to lifelong learning never ends, never ever ends. And if you speak to any of my mentors and trainers that I've trained, I've had the privilege to train under people like Anthony Robbins and Dr. Demartini and Chris Howard, and Wayne Dyer, Dr. Wayne Dyer, and Deepak Chopra. They're each experts in a field. You know, one talks about spirituality, one talks about you know, the law of attraction and how our mind works and focuses, and the other one talks about inspiration and strategies. And it's so important to be able to research. You know, there's a beautiful term, and it's seek and you shall find. The internet is full of wonderful, wonderful resources. Nothing I teach or nothing my mentors teach they have created. You know, everything already exists. You know, way back King Solomon says nothing new under the sun, and it's so true. All the information is there. Deciding, you know, go back to that strategy and deciding who you want to be. If you want to become a good communicator, you've got to take whatever actions are required. Yeah. So thinking about it and being hopeful is one thing, but deciding that, hey, I want to become a good communicator, I need to do this course, I need to read this book, I need to watch this speaker and model. You know, I do that till today. You got to watch them and you got to model them and you got to see what you can take from them, and from that you're able to develop into who you're actually meant to become. So success is actually, you know, I'm reminded of a beautiful story that I heard from Dr. Wayne Dyer, and he talks about Michelangelo when he did the beautiful carving of David. You know, he said David was already in there. All he had to do is just etch out all the X's. You know, I'm sure you've heard that story. And that's what we really need to do. And the key word here is just focus. And if you're so in love with what you're doing, nothing else will distract you. Nothing else will distract you. So very important to stay focused, to stay on top of what you need to do. Set small goals, and that's what we call strategies. Yeah, you want to reach big things, we all do. Excellent, keep at it, but break down that 10 things and feel good every time you've done it.
And research, you know, whatever the next step is for you, go out there and do that research. Yeah.
Well, the internet is full of wonderful information. Anybody right now can go to Google and search, you know, how to communicate more effectively. They'll find a whole bunch of resources. And it's fun. I don't want you guys to stop having fun. Have a lot of fun. But if you're researching music clips on YouTube for 3 hours, you know, just use 30 minutes to research something in the area of personal and professional development. Now, when you talk about continuous and never-ending improvement, you know, I use a lot of my time, and I encourage a lot of the viewers as well to do this, is that sometimes I don't have the time, or by the end of the day, if I've been traveling, you know, the last week alone I've been into 3 different countries, traveling and teaching and training, and sometimes it can take a strain. So there's this wonderful invention called audiobooks. Yeah? Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know, on a 4-hour flight or an 8-hour flight, to me, I just put the headphones on and I'm in a different world and I'm absorbing all this information.